Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do what we promised and we're going to explain how you can pass Apex evaluations very easy. Okay, and this is going to be regarding a news strategy. So we've talked about before that you can just long and short positions overnight. That strategy still works. Remember, you can't hedge on hedging. Hedging means you are long and short on your Apex accounts at the same time. Not allowed to do that on funded accounts. Okay, Evals, there's pretty much no rules. And remember, Apex allows automation now as long as you're monitoring it. Okay, so the strategy that we've talked about previously was long and short overnight. And if you long, let's say you have 10 accounts, you long 5, short 5 with like 3 to 4 contracts, set your TPs. Likely you will hit one of them, especially if you're on a 25K account, because the profit target and stop loss are the exact same. Okay, so that's pretty much a free 5 accounts on 25K, although 25K is a pretty small account. Okay, the strategy we're going to be talking about today, pretty similar, okay, but a little bit different. So right now we'll pull up the NQ chart. Okay, today was a very, very crazy day. We're going to turn the indicators off real quick. Okay, so let's talk about the news. Okay, so certain news events will have a giant pump. Most of you guys know this if you are trading for a while, right? So those events will be CPI, they'll be NFP, sometimes PPI or GDP, right? Those all tend to have pretty good pumps. FOMC can, not quite as, FOMC is a little bit more choppy, but CPI especially, NFP especially, okay? And I'm making this because NFP is this Friday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, so you should be able to do something like this on 8:30 a.m. on Friday, okay? So what this is you have, let's say, I'm gonna use 20 accounts, for example, because you can have 20 accounts with Apex, okay? We're not longing and shorting before the news and letting one hit. That could work, okay? And it still does work. But what I'm going to recommend today is, say the price is here. So we're at 21,500, okay? I'm going to change my line, or we'll keep the lines white. So what we're going to do is CPI or NFP this week, for example, I would say usually pumps or dumps around 80 to 100 points at a minimum, okay? So if we think, you know, all we need is to get a solid 10 or 15 points, okay? Because if we're going max contracts, 10 or 15 points, that passes the eval, right? So say we go up 50 points. So we're at 500 right now. We put, so say this yellow line right here. This line right here, we put a buy market order. Okay, so you would right click on your chart on NinjaTrader and you'd buy market, or sorry, buy stop. Okay, I don't have NinjaTrader up right now, but you'd basically put a stop order that would buy as soon as the price hits there, okay? And then on the short side, so again, price at 500, you put it 50 points below. So we'll just put it right here. Say price comes down and we decide to dump 80 to 100 points. You put a sell stop market there. When it hits that, you would get marketed in. Again, have an automated attached order to that. What I mean by that is when you get filled, you want to have an ATM that has no stop loss, because either you're going to blow the account or you're going to pass the account. You're going to have it get filled, and you're going to have an ATM that sets the exact amount you need to pass. Okay, so on a 50K account, you need $3,000 to pass the account. Okay, so do some quick math here. $3,000. Pull this over right here. So 3,000. Oops. 3,000. Okay. Each divided by 20. Okay, so you need, because it's $20 per point, so you need 150 points on a single contract. Okay. Say we go 10 contracts though, we would just put 200. So you need 15 points. You need 15 points to pass a 50K account with, I just lost my train of thought because we filled that gap. We filled the gap down from Sunday. That was that yellow line right there, 554. Anyway, 15 points, that'll get you exactly to 3,000. Now you need to cover commissions, so what you'd do is you'd go 15.25 points, okay? So that extra 0.25 will be like an extra 50 bucks with how many contracts you're on. So you, instead of doing 15 points, you'd do 15.25 points, and that would cover the commission. If you want to be safe, do 15.5, whatever, right? So that's all you would do. Okay, you'd put a buy stop market above price, a solid amount above, and a sell stop market below price. Okay, and then one of those will get hit. You have your ATM, and boom, you should pass all your accounts. Okay, now if you want to be safe, I would really recommend to not do this unless you know you can pass accounts on your own. Okay, because if you get to a funded account stage, then you know, and you don't know how to trade anyway, it's not going to end out well. Evals are great practice. Okay, I would also recommend that you don't do it with all your accounts. So if you're tight on money, let's say, and you only have enough money for 4 accounts, don't use all 4. Just use like 1 or 2. Okay, and if you blow them, it's not the end of the world. You have 1 or 2 more. Okay, it's 80% off right now, so I'll put my code in the description. Okay, but just be safe. This is your own money. You can lose accounts with this. Okay, this is not investment advice. You can lose accounts with this. It's not a money glitch. Okay, it's a little bit of a hack to pass evals. You cannot do this on funded accounts. Okay, or you should not do this on funded accounts. Okay, but when you do this, let's say you're on NinjaTrader, make sure you do an OCO order. So an OCO order is a one cancels the other. Okay, so if you put 2 orders on your chart and one gets hit, it should cancel out the other order. Or just make sure you're fast enough to, when one gets hit, just make sure to X out of the other one right away. Okay, but that's pretty much it, guys. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Remember, your own money, you make your own choices. This can blow all your accounts, okay? But it does work a lot of times, especially when you get one of those straight up candles or straight down candles, okay? So if you enjoy, let me know. Again, code for 80% off down below. Would appreciate if you guys help me out for giving you this little sneaky attack strategy there. But yeah, anyway, that's it. I'll see you later.